This is question 3 from the 2016 Junior Cert Ordinary Level, Paper 1. In this question, it says the graph of the function y equals h of x is shown on the coordinate grid below. The graph is made up of two line segments. So that's this graph here. There's the two line segments. And the name of this graph is y is equal to h of x. Now, if you look at our two axes, we've got the y-axis and we've got the x-axis. Part A says, use the graph to answer the following questions. 1. Find the value of h of 4. So, if this is the graph y is equal to h of x, and we want h of 4, that means the x here has been changed to a 4. So we look for the 4 along the x-axis. This is the x-axis. We look for the 4. And from here we go up until we hit our graph. And then we read across to our value over there. So our value is 3. So the h of 4 is 3. Part 2 says, what number must smiley face represent if h of smiley face is 1? So the h of some value is 1. That means we're starting at the value 1 on the y-axis, going across to our graph until we hit it, and then coming down on whatever number is there, which in this case is 2. That means the h of 2 is 1. So smiley face is 2. Part B of the same question asks us to use the graph above to fill in the two missing values in the arrow diagram below, which shows the values of h of x for the given values of x. So these are our x values, and these are our h of x values, or indeed our y values. H of x is y, so these are just our y values. So 0 on the x-axis gives us minus 1 on the y-axis. So let's just check that. 0 on the x-axis, if we go down to our graph, it's here, it's minus 1 on the y-axis. 5 on the x-axis gives us 3.5 on the y-axis. Let's just check that. 5 on the x-axis, if we go up, we hit our graph, we go across, gives us 3.5 on the y-axis. So we're just checking those. That's information that's given. Okay, so if we have 6 on the x-axis, we want to know where does that bring us on the y-axis. So 6 on the x-axis, go up and we hit our function, and we go across then, and it brings us to the number 4. So 6 gives us 6 on the x-axis, gives us 4 on the y-axis. And the last one then, if we have 5 on the y-axis, what would that give us back on the x-axis? So 5 on the y-axis, that's this one here. If we start there, we go across to our function, we hit it there, and we drop down, and that brings us to 8 on the x-axis. So 8 goes in there. And that's the end of question 3.